Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 132, Calculus with Applications, Section 14.2, Problem 2. This is Section 14.2, Problem number 2. It says the owner of a small car dealership on Route 6 in Westport has determined that the extra revenue for his dealership generated from paying for X TV commercials is f of x equals 300x minus 5x squared. So using that function, we want to find A, the extra revenue generated for the dealership from 10 TV commercials. So what we're going to do is put in a 10 for x in our function and see what we get. So f of 10 equals, this 300x will be a 300 times 10, and minus 5x squared will be minus 5 times 10 squared. So 300 times 10 is 3,000. And now minus 5 times 10 squared, we have to do the 10 squared first. So 10 squared, 10 times 10 is 100, times minus 5 in front is minus 500. So 3,000 minus 500 is 2,500. So if the owner of the dealership is willing to pay for 10 TV commercials, he will generate an extra $2,500 of revenue for his car dealership. Now B says find the extra revenue generated for the dealership from 15 TV commercials. So same process, put in a 15 for x in the function. So f of 15 equals, the 300x will become 300 times 15. And then minus 5x squared will be minus 5 times 15 squared. So now just do the math, careful with the negative. 300 times 15, well, that's pretty big. Just do 3 times 15 is 45. Put the 2 zeros back, 4,500. Now, minus 5 times 15 squared, we have to do the 15 squared first. 15 times 15, I happen to know, is 225. So now the 225 times the negative 5 in front is minus 1,125. And now you can do 4,500 minus 1,125 comes out to 3,375. So if the owner of the dealership is willing to pay for 15 TV commercials, that will generate an extra revenue of $3,375 for the dealership. C says, what number of commercials will produce the maximum increase in revenue? So what we want to do is maximize this function. What value of x will maximize the function? So take our f of x that's given. F of x equals 300x minus 5x squared. And we're going to take the derivative, set it equal to 0, solve for x. So this is a pretty easy derivative to take. F prime of x equals to 300x becomes just 300. Again, when you have an x to the first power, the derivative is just the number in front of the x. And now the minus 5x squared will become minus 10x to the first. And again, where that's coming from is my exponent of 2 will come down times the number in front, which is minus 5. 2 times minus 5 will make the negative 10. And the x to one less power, that second power drops to a first power. So now that we have f prime of x, we set it equal to 0. So 300 minus 10x equals 0. That's pretty easy to solve. You wind up getting x is 30, so I can pull the minus 10x to the right side of the equals. You'll have 300 equals 10x, divide out the 10, and you'll have x is 30. So x representing the number of TV commercials, paying for 30 TV commercials will give you the maximum increase in revenue. After 30, what happens is it starts going down. You're paying more money for the commercials than they're generating for revenue. So 30 is the best number of TV commercials to pay for. And finally, D says, what is the maximum increase in revenue that can be generated by paying for TV commercials? So what we want to do is take that 30 for x and plug it into the function. So f of x will become f of 30. And the 300x will become 300 times 30. And then minus 5x squared will be minus 5 times 30 squared. So that's what we have to figure out. So now, 300 times 30, again, that's fairly big multiplications. Just ignore the zeros. Do 3 times 3. It's 9. Now, how many zeros did you ignore? 1, 2, 3. Put the 3 zeros back. It's 9,000. So 300 times 30 is 9,000. Then we have minus 5 times 30 squared. So again, you have to do the 30 squared first. 30 squared is 30 times 30, which is 900. Then you have 900 times minus 5. So 900 times minus 5 is minus 4,500. And again, I'm just thinking of the 9 times 5 first, and I put the 2 zeros back. And now when I have 9,000 minus 4,500, that answer comes out to positive 4,500. So the most extra revenue you're going to be able to generate by paying for TV commercials is an additional $4,500 of revenue.